Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. This is Radio Free Mormon on the air, broadcasting behind enemy lines. Okay, just sitting here waiting for the Utah Records Committee to call me on the phone for my hearing on appeal of the BYU Police Department's refusal to grant me an unredacted copy of the police reports, and also their refusal to grant me copies of the audio tapes of the interviews they conducted in the Joseph Bishop investigation from December of 2017. I have been in contact with the clerk of the committee throughout the morning. There are two other cases before mine that deal with the same issue, and it is my understanding that in one of those cases, the committee has voted that the records, the BYU Police Department records, were improperly classified. In other words, they were improperly classified as being not subject to public disclosure, and that the committee is ruling that these records should be released subject to Judge Scott's ruling, which has not yet appeared, though long promised and somewhat overdue. The hearing before mine is currently going on. The petitioner in that case is still talking, and the committee will vote on that case when the petitioner is through, and then I will be called for my hearing, which I hope to capture for my audience. Let's see here, make sure my volume's up. We'll see how this goes, and hopefully it will record, because I'm recording it off my cell phone. I'm just getting out my file right now, so hopefully I'll be ready to go when they call. Da 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 da. Still waiting. This is exciting, isn't it? This is the vast majority of a lawyer's life, is waiting for the case to be called. Right now, it is just afternoon Pacific time on July 12th, 2018. I was given a docket a few days ago by the clerk of the committee, which listed 8 matters that were on the calendar. I was number 6 of 8. There's no real way of knowing how long exactly the hearings are going to take prior to mine, and so when I appear, it's a little bit up in the air. But while I'm waiting, I want to thank the assistant of the Utah State Records Committee for going above and beyond the call of duty in helping me with the timing of this matter, and also in allowing me to appear telephonically without traveling to Utah for a hearing that will probably take substantially less than 5 minutes. As you may or may not know, Judge Laura Scott is the district court judge to whom a prior case has been appealed, and she has indicated very strongly that she is going to rule as a matter of law that the BYU Police Department is a governmental agency and therefore is subject to GRAMA and public disclosure requests under the GRAMA statute. We have been waiting for her decision to come out on that matter, but I just checked with the assistant, and as of right now, that ruling is still pending. Hi, this is Radio Free Mormon.
This is Holly Richardson. I'm the acting chair of the Utah State Records Committee. How are you?
I am great. Thank you so much for allowing me to appear telephonically for today's hearing.
Yeah, you bet. Before we start, I just wanted to let you know we've had 2 hearings on very similar issues, and we've ruled that the requested information, which is audio recording of the interview for the incident report, be released. And I just wanted to let you know that right up front. So,
thank you. I will probably take less than 60 seconds of your time then.
Let me just add the caveat, subject to the court ruling. We've got a court case right now trying to decide whether the BYU Police Department is actually a governmental entity or not, and we expected that it would be before this hearing, but it has not come down yet. So anything that we are making rulings on classification, acting as if they are a governmental entity, but if the court decides otherwise, then it's going to end up being a moot point.
Understood. My experience has been that it's impossible to hurry up a judge.
Good point. Okay. So as long as you know where we are as a committee, we're going to go ahead and I guess we'll introduce the committee just for you so you know who is here.
Cindy Mantell, representing Political Subdivision.
Brad Westwood, Director, Division of State History.
I'm Harrelson, I represent the media.
So that's our committee for today, and you are welcome. You have up to 25 minutes if you'd like that much time.
Thank you very much. This is Appeal Request 2018-33. I just wanted to make it clear for the record that I am requesting, or rather appealing the denial of 2 requests that I had made of the BYU Police Department. The first was for an unredacted copy of the police reports related to the investigation of Joseph Bishop. And the second one was for a copy of the audio tape relating to the interviews that the BYU Police conducted pursuant to that same investigation. And that's all I have to say.
Okay. Anybody have any questions?
No questions?
Okay. All right. This will probably be really easy. So do you want to make another motion? All right. Let's make Brad wants to make a motion.
Right. Using the same language as was used in the prior 2 cases, records were not properly classified under 302(2)D. Records should be made public, subject to the decision of the district court. If any conversations that are considered ancillary or not specific to the case at hand, that they be redacted.
Is there a second?
Second.
Hey, any discussion to this motion? Oh, it's it's identical, really.
It is.
Okay, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? No. That motion passes 5-0, and we'll have an order out to you within 7 business days, but it is, again, subject to the determination of the court.
Understood. Thank you so much for your time, everyone.
Yeah, thank you so much for calling in. Appreciate it.
All right, have a great day.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So that is the end of the hearing. What the ruling was in a 5-0 unanimous decision by the Utah State Records Committee is that the BYU Police, in claiming that they are not a governmental agency and they are not subject to GRAMA, is incorrect, that these records were improperly classified as not subject to GRAMA by the BYU Police Department, and that they must be released to Radio Free Mormon. I will let you know as soon as I get the order, but the order will simply put in writing what it is they said. Once again, it is dependent upon the final ruling by Judge Laura Scott, in that case that's up on appeal, holding the same thing, that BYU PD is a governmental entity and is subject to GRAMA. And after that order is entered, the BYU Police Department will have, I am sure, 30 days in which to appeal that ruling, if they want to do so. As always, I will keep you apprised of developments as they transpire. Until then, the investigation continues. That's about all for tonight. Until next time, this is Radio Free Mormon, signing off the air.